Okay,
I say we just
ready?
vibe.
That's what I think so too.
Go back to our original, because that's what we did for the original. We just vibed.
Let's just fucking do it.
Hello, and welcome to Spooky Sips, where we put our love of horror movies into a podcast and sip some spirits along the way. I'm one of your hosts, here with my co-hosts, Laura and Brianna. Hello!
Hey! All right, that's our 100th time of saying hello.
Oh my gosh!
Crazy!
So cute!
I can't believe that. That's so
We're
wild.
here. Did you think back in 2023?
Yeah, 2022. Because
2022?
this fall will be our fourth year.
Oh my
that's
god!
right.
Did
That's
you
wild.
think then that we would be here?
No, I literally was like, if we did 10 episodes, that would be so cool. That was like the big goal when we first started.
Yeah. No, honestly, I was like, if we just get a few out there, that'd be so fun.
And honestly, we were just having fun. Like, we weren't thinking it would become anything.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
because
100%.
maybe really quickly we should talk again about like why we started. Because we all lived together, not like in the same house, but in the same area. That would be a fucking wild dream. That would be like a dorm.
That's the goal.
That's the ultimate goal.
A commune. But we would watch movies and we like just called it the Spooky Movie Club. And we would have snacks, we had little bowls. And like we would talk during and after the movie. And we would just be like, we are so funny. Like we would just crack ourselves up.
Yeah.
So like we just started being like, we should have a podcast. And we just kept saying it. And then we were finally like, but wait, we could just like have a podcast. 100 episodes later.
100 episodes later. Oh man. So yeah, we did Texas Chainsaw Massacre for our very first episode. And then we watched it again to see kind of what's different.
Because
it would,
like months ago, we were like, what should we do for the 100th? And it was a fan that was like, you guys should rewatch your very first movie and like see where you're at 100 episodes later.
Yeah, totally.
It was a great idea.
That was such a good idea.
Such a fun idea. Yeah, because I haven't watched Texas Chainsaw, I think, since we recorded.
I don't think me either.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was time for a rewatch.
And we went to Vegas last summer and we did like the Universal Horror Unleashed thing, which was like haunted houses. And
I'm
they're
wearing the shirt.
Laura's wearing the shirt. And some of that reminded me of this.
Oh, for sure.
The haunted house that they had for it was like amazing. The chainsaw guy it was so Leatherface.
You walk through the house basically when you're waiting in line. They have the scrolling text to go through. So that was a good reminder of the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was so good.
All right, Sippers. So before we get on with the rest of our episode, we have a very exciting little segment we're going to sneak in here. Our husbands got together and they surprised us as a congrats for our 100th episode with a cameo from none other than Edwin Neal. He played Nubbin Sawyer, aka the Hitchhiker. We hope you guys enjoyed as much as we did. Thank you again, guys, so much. Now, none other than Little and Big Hitch.
Hey there. I'm just sitting here talking to little Hitch. Say hello, little Hitch. Hello, everybody. You know what we're doing today? No. I'll tell you what we're doing today. We're talking to three beautiful women. We like to talk to beautiful women, don't we, little Hitch? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And guess why we're talking to them? Well, first of all, let's get the names all correct. Laura. Brianna. And Yvette. Yay! Don't hurt yourself there. What's the matter with you? Listen, the reason we're talking to them is they have a podcast. A really cool podcast. And do you know they have a really cool name for it? They've got one of the coolest names for a podcast that I've ever heard. Yay! The name... Did you hurt yourself? You okay? Okay. He's okay. He's all right. The name of their podcast is The Spooky Sip. Hey! Let's do it again. The Spooky Sip Podcast. Now, the wonderful thing about this is they've been so good at it. They've been doing so good. They've done 100 of them. 100 of them, little Hitch. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. You can't imagine, your brain did. Okay. Now, the really cool thing about doing 100 of these podcasts is that their very first podcast was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's got it off to a good start, huh? Well, now, this shout out to these beautiful women. We better tell them who told us to do it, huh? Seems some naughty boys that you probably know. Jaden and Aaron and the naughtiest of them all, Matt. They said, you ought to give them girls a shout out. Tell them how wonderful they are. Well, okay. We're wonderful. Listen, I hope you have a lot of fun with that podcast, and I hope you have some really cool people on there. Give me a shout out if you ever need anybody. We know all kinds of cool people. Totally. You could even talk to Little Hitch. Would you like to do a podcast? Oh, yeah. You could tell. Yeah. This is the Spooky Sip Podcast. The last time you had spooky sips, you were down in Guanajuato with the Larondo twins. But that's another story. Listen, have a really, really great weekend coming up. And good luck with that podcast. Goodbye.
So yeah, it was funny because I did listen to our re-release of the original, and there was no psych segment.
No.
I remember I thought when we first started, the original idea was that we would talk about the movie and reactions, and then Yvette and I, because Brianna's always been the editor.
Right.
But Yvette and I, we were going to alternate. One was going to do fun facts and one was going to do this time in history to kind of give some context to the movie. So we didn't do this time in history for our very first episode, though.
No.
And I'm the fun facts girl. There's no psych. I'm giving all the fun facts, which I do kind of miss that a little bit. It was fun. But it was just so very different. And we were kind of all over the place when talking about it. Like, we didn't follow the order. So the plan was always, hey, watch the movie and then listen to us.
Yes.
But I know some people don't do that. They just listen.
Well, and even like our formulated recap, that took a few episodes to come together. It was more of just a random rehash.
Yeah.
I don't know if we took notes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, Laura, you've been taking notes from the start.
I have so many notebooks full of notes because I think for each movie I take 2 to 3 pages of notes. So if this is our 100th, that's 300 pages of notes I've written.
That is wild.
Yeah. I have 3 notebooks full.
That's
crazy. Amazing.
But yeah, because of that, I think if you hadn't watched the movie for our first episode, you'd be like, what the hell are they talking about?
Right.
Because it doesn't really make sense if you haven't just recently seen it. I also noticed something different. Yvette, you do the intro and you say our names in a different order. I think now you say me and then Brianna, right?
Yeah. Because that's how we say hi.
And in the first episode, you say Brianna and then me.
Oh,
I mean, it is alphabetically correct that way.
Yeah. I mean, we were also together, like in person.
It could have been.
So, it was probably like you and you.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
I love it.
That's so funny.
So yeah, at some point we added the this time in history, and then we got rid of that, and then we started doing a psych segment.
Well, because I feel like we had this time where it was like we did 4 movies that came out in 2001 or something, or it was it kept happening where we had movies that would come out in years that we've already done, and it was this isn't really adding as much to it. We're not. Totally. Psych is a much better thing to add.
We found our groove.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So I guess we can. Yeah, I feel like we should talk about this episode because it'll be a little different. Maybe calling back to our first episode.
Exactly.
We're going off vibes.
Yes.
This is going to be more of a conversation. Going back to Texas Chainsaw, we did rewatch it, but we're not going to do a full movie recap or maybe some fun facts, but not a full breakdown or anything like that.
Yeah, I think we're just going to talk about like how it was watching it this time. So if you want to hear that, and even if you don't, I think you should just stop right now and go listen to our first episode. Do that and then come back and listen to this one because I think it'll be cute to like compare it.
Yeah.
That'll be so cute, honestly. Yeah.
And then since we're not doing a full movie recap, as some of you may have seen, we wanted to do some dream analysis because that's another thing that we've started is if there's a dream in a movie, our Not So Dr. Laura does a dream analysis. So we wanted to hear from you guys. Like we wanted to hear from people. We wanted to hear your dreams. And yes, Laura has her complete book of dreams out.
Book of dreams with all the tabs that I've marked.
Yes.
Beautiful. What a beautiful sight.
So it's just going to be a vibes episode, some dreams, some Texas Chainsaw, some looking back at the last 100.
All right. So I thought for the Texas Chainsaw, we've already said we're not going to go through step by step, but we could talk about maybe some things of note this time around or things that like we didn't talk about in the first episode. And one thing that I felt like was wild, we didn't talk about, because we just went right into the deaths. We started talking about the deaths. We never even talked about like the scene of them. I mean, we alluded to it, but like the scene of them picking up the hitchhiker and the crazy stuff that went down in the van with the hitchhiker. We didn't even talk about that.
That's such a good scene.
Such a good.
Let's skip right past it.
It's because it was so uncomfortable that I think we were probably just like, no, that's okay.
Because we said in the first episode, like, this group of 5 young adults found out their grandpa's grave had been robbed, and so they like go down to see if he's been affected. But so they're just on this like kind of road trip. It's really hot. They're in this van, and one of the friends who's the brother of the there's my cat.
Well, Derek has to make an appearance.
Yeah, Derek has to make an appearance. Absolutely.
He's the brother of who ends up being the final girl. Like he's in a wheelchair and no seatbelts on anyone.
No seats.
Seats.
Of course there were seatbelts. Like I don't think they existed back then.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and okay, so I did also rent the DVD for this one. It was kind of fun because this came out in 1974 and they released like a 40-year Blu-ray special of this one. So it had like more commentary. So I rented like the 40-year special of it. But I won't go into as many of the fun facts, but for the van, they were just driving. Like nowadays, when you make a movie, you would be towed,
right? Like a trailer, right?
You aren't like a danger while driving and like doing all these scenes. But for all of that, the actor was just driving the van.
Okay,
Nice.
Not super happy about everything that was happening while trying to like drive a car.
Yeah, and just the wheelchair rolling around back there.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a different time.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
Oh my gosh, that's wild. Because they show a scene where Franklin has to go to the bathroom and he so they like let him out and he goes to pee, but then he ends up like rolling down the hill or something.
I know it's
and it just sets you up to just be like, oh, this poor Franklin. I mean, we also said this in the first one. He was so annoying.
Yeah.
So you hate to say this, but also like
ADA accommodations were not what they are now.
No.
So, he was just
showing how
outside of everything.
Yeah.
Yes. And showing how like they had to put him in the van. They just had these wooden boards that they would just set outside the van and then like push him up. It was not
I know
what they have now. It's wild.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they pick up the hitchhiker and he's just like such a character. Like you're just immediately like, I feel like he's unhinged. I don't know. You can just like feel it.
Well, and I feel like when this movie came out, hitchhiking was still kind of a thing. Like this had to have made people quit. This had to lead to a reduction in the number of hitchhikers that were picked up.
But it was like actually a way of moving about the country. Like people hitchhiked. That's just what you did. Like
I think we talked about this in a different episode, maybe not this one, where there's like some conspiracy theories where the government just wants to encourage like purchasing of gas and like consumerism and stuff. So like hitchhiking is actually very safe, but like they put up all this propaganda of like, oh, it's going to kill you and whatever.
This was just all part of the conspiracy, actually.
Yep.
I did like that there was one thing we didn't really talk about in the first one was where the one woman is very into horoscopes.
Yes.
And like she didn't say, now normally I say like Mercury's in the microwave or whatever, but she was talking about Saturn is in retrograde.
Yeah.
And that means bad stuff's going to go down.
She was right.
Well, in the director's commentary, I think they asked him about the horoscopes, and he was like, I just wanted to set up that it's going to be a bad day. Like that was just setting it up.
Yeah.
I love. That's a perfect way to do that.
But yeah, the hitchhiker's like, he takes their picture and then he like burns it, and then he's just sitting in the van. He just like cuts his hand, and then he marks their van.
Right.
He also cuts the guy in the wheelchair.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
You're right.
He cuts poor Franklin.
Franklin, yeah.
Poor Franklin.
He was not having a good day.
But that's just all stuff we didn't even talk about.
Well, just glance right over.
That's all right. We did the important stuff.
Straight to the death.
I will say, like, I did feel like watching it this time was a different experience because, like, I knew obviously a lot of what was coming, but like I also knew, like, I feel like when you talk about and like break apart a movie, when you go back and watch it again, it's like a completely different experience. So I did enjoy it, but I didn't feel like I was really like invested in watching it as much in the same way because like I had already seen it. We had already talked about it. I knew it was going to happen. So I think I didn't enjoy it quite as much this time.
Oh, see, that's interesting because I feel like it had been long enough for me that I remembered most of it, but I honestly a lot of it was like kind of rewatching it. Like I enjoyed it. This next
I did too, because I feel like I was like, well, I don't have to talk about making sense of the timeline of anything, because we already did that. So I felt a little bit more relaxed. I did look through all my journals and like notebooks. Like I wanted to find my original notes, but I don't know that I even took them.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Because now, like I said, I take notes for everything, but I was kind of sad because I wanted to see like how I took notes for then versus now. But
well, and I feel like back then, like we may have recorded actually immediately after watching.
I think we did,
right? Like I think we watched it. It's like, all right, get the laptop. Whereas like now, even if we do watch it like all together, we will take like some time, like 30 minutes to like research and do some research and like take notes. Whereas like I feel like on that first one, I was like, all right, let's record.
I think that is how we did it. Absolutely.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So yeah, like we talked about it the first episode, but again, the standout thing for me, the first part of the movie was Franklin's sausage.
I know.
That he was eating. And we talked about like this is a very like vegetarian agenda. Like this is an anti-meat, pro-vegetarian movie.
Absolutely.
You don't look at it the same.
Yeah. And like him eating that sausage was
it's just holding it in his mouth. Like it
was just like dangling, like a little flaccidy, a little
very gross.
So gross.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the scene that like I just remember being like, I don't remember it being this long, was like towards the end, like when he's like they're trying to make the old man hold the hammer.
Oh, that took so long.
Over the bucket. And I was like, it was like 45 attempts. I was like, oh my, I don't remember this part being so long.
Yeah.
Like they just keep trying to get him to do it. And her scream is amazing.
Oh, she's screaming for so long.
So long.
In this movie.
So long.
So my husband also joined for Texas Chainsaw. He did have a good joke when this came on. So, they give the grandpa like the hammer and, he just like lets go of it, like falls. And Matt was like, oh man, get that guy into Congress. Like,
oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
But considered a career in politics.
I love it.
That. Perfect age.
That is
I love it.
That's their candidate.
I'm sorry, that's a good one.
That kind of makes me think about there were so many things that happened in this first episode that I think stuck with our podcast. Like one was just F the patriarchy.
Absolutely.
That started with this one.
100%.
Some things we have kept from the start.
We sure have.
Also, me referring to Leatherface as a hero instead of a villain.
That's right. That's right.
Favorite heroes.
What else?
Look, Leatherface is a victim. I do
He is a victim.
I stand behind that.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
And this time we're going to do Psych when we didn't last time, and I will tell you why.
Okay, I'm so excited for that.
I will tell you why.
Slow makeup before dinner. It's just a single mom works two jobs.
Mom who works 2 jobs.
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids.
So good.
Someone needs to do that.
Oh my God. Yeah, with his little faces. Oh, that'd be so good.
It's like the dancing videos at the end with him with the chainsaw over like Tame Impala, It's amazing.
I feel like one thing that stood out for me this watch around too was and maybe this is just me personally, it got me I'm so ready for summer.
Yes.
There's some scenes where it's the nighttime scenes and you just hear the crickets, and we already talked about this in the first episode. They just look so hot because it was so hot.
So hot.
Yeah. It got me
Texas in the summer.
Yes. It got me so ready for summer. I'm there.
Well, honestly, we could probably just do the site because I feel like that's the new part, right? That's the new thing.
I mean, I feel like, is there anything else from the movie that stood out to you this time that
I guess it's hard because I didn't get a chance to re-listen. So it's hard to remember. If anything, I do feel like watching it, I remember being like, oh, I remember we talked about this. I remember when the friends get to the house and they just all go upstairs and Franklin is just trying to get in and they're all just laughing.
And he's just pouting and
awful friends. And I was wait, I had a flashback. I was like, oh, we talked about this.
We did talk about
If anything, I feel like while watching it, I had some of the I remember us talking about this moments.
The only other thing that I noted this time around is I realized maybe why we subconsciously picked this movie as our opener is because it has each of our worst fears.
Oh.
Can you think of what they are?
Well, mine is easy. We get the giant bundle of spiders in the abandoned house.
Which we didn't talk about the first time.
Yeah.
But yes, we get that.
Yeah, so I did do the DVD commentary. The house, that house just looked like that, by the way. Cool. They didn't add anything. That's just what it looked like. The spiders are real. The spiders were there.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, they looked real.
Yeah.
They did look real.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what my worst fear is. Related to the eyes.
The close up of her eyeballs.
There are a lot of eyeballs.
I do fucking hate eyeballs.
You hate eyeballs and fingertips, right?
Yeah.
Or fingerprints?
Yeah. I mean, those are on, yes, that's where the prints are, is on the tip. So yes, I am.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then mine is just revolting meat.
Yeah, which this one chock full of.
This is not an eating movie. Okay, we all love a little snack during our movies.
This is a veggie snack, no meat snacking.
Yeah, and you're not going to want to eat after either. It's just it's not a good eating movie.
No. We did talk about the first episode about. Do you remember me explaining to you what head cheese is?
Oh, yes. I do remember head cheese. Yes.
That was, I will never forget.
Yeah.
I think that was before our Instagram got going. So I feel like for this one, we should post a picture of head cheese.
Okay.
Because it's so upsetting.
It is upsetting.
Well, I'm going to have to
with a warning,
I'm going to have to think of, I'll have one of those blurred out C photo, C image things.
NSFW, and then they have to click and agree.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No,
I mean it's weird, but it's not that bad,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like there was anything else that.
No, honestly, I think go listen to the other one because,
it was fun to rewatch though, and honestly, I think while watching it, when they mentioned the head cheese, I was like, I remember Laura describing this to me
because I didn't notice it the first time, but after I looked it up. Then I was like, oh wait, they said it multiple times.
They did, yeah.
So it does make a difference
really
to listen to our podcast before.
Yes.
And after.
Well, especially because like it's not like we just saw, a new release. Like this movie has been around for a long time. So if it's spoiled for you, sorry, but that's not our fault.
Yeah,
I know
for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, I guess, okay, Laura, you did listen to it. So did we say the inspiration for this movie?
We did. We talked about Ed Gein, and it's so funny because I at the time I didn't know how to pronounce his name, which is like I'm like,
I feel like I remember
that was dumb of me. Like I know Ed Gein, and then also some other serial killer, but it was like the accomplice of the serial killer.
Oh, okay. Because
and
that's
bad news.
what I thought I remembered us saying. But so I did the director's commentary, and this was the 40 years later one with the director. So this was like 2024, like only a couple of years ago. And right when it starts, the person that is doing it with him is like asking him what the story was based off of. And he was like, I will fight you if you say it's Ed Gein. Like it was not inspired by Ed Gein. I have like gone into arguments with people. It was...
Sounds like a touchy subject.
No, so Tobe Hooper, this story did not come from Ed Gein. Apparently, it was from his childhood. He remembers his family talking about how, like, in the news, there had been a killer that was like grave robbing, and them like talking all about this. And I think because when he was young, like it just like really stuck with him. And then when he was writing for this movie, it kind of started like coming back as part of the inspiration for it. So there are a lot of things that overlap with Ed Gein, which is why so many people think that's the inspiration. But he was very clear in the 40 years later director's commentary that was not the inspiration.
Isn't that funny how like when I looked it up, like they were saying there was multiple inspirations, but that was one of them.
Right. Which is a fair connection.
But like what's kind of fun is this movie is so old, but that was the 40-year celebration. So this director's commentary wasn't out when we recorded that first episode.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Right.
Like, can only correct it now.
Oh my God. So we what is the thing that journalists do? They have to write a retraction.
Oh yeah, retraction.
We retract our statement.
Formally apologize.
No, it was the first thing in my notes from the commentary. Just him being like, no. And I'll fight you. Like,
I'm sorry.
I've argued with
well,
people
if he's listening to this, we apologize.
I apologize.
Your formal retraction and redo. Okay, we're sorry.
But yeah, like it's just such a classic movie. It was so good. It was fun to watch again.
And I think that's part of why we chose it, because we were like, let's just start with like such a classic that people are like, that's what I think of when I hear of a horror genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Since we didn't do psych before, I'm ready to get into it if y'all are ready to hear it.
I mean, honestly, I think we need to, because I will say of all the movies not to have a psych segment for, this one needs it.
I know.
There's a lot of issues here to break down.
You know the drill, but just in case, remember, she is not a real doctor, and that's okay, because this was not a real Ed Gein serial killer.
Don't ever say that.
Don't say that.
Don't even say Ed Gein's name.
I said he's not.
No, I know.
He's not. If you're out there, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
So take it away, not so Dr. Laura.
Okay, so it's really funny because this was the episode where I made the Freudian slip. And again, we weren't doing psych, but I made the Freudian slip of calling Leatherface our favorite horror movie. I said hero. I meant villain.
I mean, were you wrong?
No.
This year later, what's our opinion? I don't think you were wrong.
No, I think you stand behind
He's an icon. He's a diva, okay?
Yeah, so here's my psych. In that, I don't think he's the villain.
No.
I think he's the victim. And I'm going to explain this to you.
Let's hear it.
Through the context of this was a big part of one of my classes. I forget if it was undergrad or grad or both, of the family systems theory, FST. So this is a way of approaching individuals with like really problematic behaviors, like Leatherface, murdering people with a chainsaw.
Just a bit.
But it's this framework that it views families as this interconnected, like emotional ecosystem, and not just like this, like there's a bunch of individuals all like living in the same house.
Okay.
It's not that you're all individuals like doing your own thing in the house. Like you influence one another back and forth, and it creates this own ecosystem.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
So Leatherface's behavior, it's not necessarily like just from him and his issue, but it is formed from this broader network of relationships with the family and the context of how he's grown up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not what's wrong with Leatherface. It's like, how did his family dynamic lead him and then maintain who he is in this movie?
Interesting.
So in really like messed up families, like, I wrote this down, but then I didn't actually write it down. I looked it up. I didn't write it down. There is a last name for the family.
Oh, there is.
It's, I
Um,
lost it.
mhm.
But in this family, all of these very, very unhealthy behaviors become normalized.
Sawyer?
Oh, I think so, because that sounds wrong to me. But I remember thinking it sounded wrong.
Or Hewitt?
No.
Sawyer.
It might be Sawyer.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because in the
Slaughter?
credits, none
Oh,
of
now
them
they're saying
have
the Slaughter family. They're
long
calling
names.
like
I think it was Sawyer. That's what I think
Okay.
I
Mhm.
was
Okay.
getting. So they have this very unhealthy pattern of behaviors, but their family ecosystem, it resists change at all costs. And we do hear this in the movie. I kind of view the cook, the gas station attendant, I kind of view him as like the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
he
agree.
even says, because we
Mhm.
learn, we learn that Leatherface, the hitchhiker, they're both part of this family with the cook or the gas station attendant, and then the decrepit dad.
Yeah,
or
like either
grandpa.
brothers or cousins.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, you hear him say something about like, he says to Leatherface, did you kill them all? Because otherwise they're gonna like talk about what we are and like tell people what we are. So like, he's like, that's why they have to do it, because you can't let the
out the
outside world
family.
know,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
because then they're going to try to change us.
Mm.
This particular family is very prone to just effed up behavior. And here's some why, or like dysfunction, I guess. Here's some reasons why. They're very isolated.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's one of the reasons why they're so scary, is because it's so hard to get away from them, because they're like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, there's like nowhere else to go.
That's what
Yeah.
makes it a good horror
Yeah.
movie. But also, they don't get influence from outside perspectives.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I also felt a little bit of some incestuous vibes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a
Absolutely.
vibe.
Yeah.
They talk about they're exposed to the slaughterhouse. That's kind of their norm.
Mhm.
But I think that maybe it kind of seems like that was a failing industry for them, or business for them, because they seem not well off.
No, they're not. They don't seem to be doing well.
Well, and they talk about like when they're talking about like the ways of like killing the animals, they're like, oh, like that one led to like people losing jobs.
Exactly.
And like when he's leaving, I mean, when there's no gas at the gas station,
Right.
which is not ideal for a business. And then he like, we have the moment where he's like, oh, gotta go back to turn off the light, gotta save on power.
Yes. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's another good way it shows. So like they've created kind of their own morality that is stemmed from this lack of resources and exposure to the outside world. But because they're just on their own, they kind of like self-reinforce it, and it just grows and grows and grows, becomes more normalized. So in family systems theory, there are certain roles of the family that I think the Sawyers take on.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sorry, I was drinking champagne, so I have like a little
I
champagne.
know. I can't. You guys, I can't drink champagne when we record.
I shouldn't do
know.
it. I'm going to
I
switch.
know.
Right.
It's a problem.
It is.
Okay, so Leatherface, he's not the villain.
No.
He's part of the villain, but I think he's actually more of a victim. He's what family systems theory, FST, would call the identified patient.
Mm.
And here's what you would see in an identified patient. They're going to seem the sickest. To the outside perspective, they are going to seem the sickest, but really they are so created by their family.
Mm-hmm.
What, Brianna?
Nothing.
Are you identifying?
No, it's just, but in my own therapy, my therapist is a big like family systems.
Yeah.
And I am the identified patient.
That's what
in
I
the
was
family.
saying. Yeah, that's you.
That's me, everyone. We'll keep this part in. That's me, baby. I'm the
Dr. Richard
identified patient.
Nygaard has
Okay.
Mom and Dad.
spoken.
Okay, wait, let's talk about this. Let's talk about if you identify with some of the ways that you can tell that Leatherface is the identified patient.
I always
Okay.
knew I loved him.
He's totally controlled by the family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like the dad or the cook or whatever is like, did you kill them all? And you have to do this way and this way, this. So he's totally controlled by all of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's constantly criticized. I'm sorry, Bray.
Start
So
crying.
if we could all just like take a moment to say something really nice to Brianna, that would be really helpful.
I'm just gonna call my therapist. And be like, if you just sit here with me for a minute.
If you could just join a Zoom call really quick.
You could just listen to this part of the
Our
podcast.
special guest of the day is my therapist.
Oh my God, she should come on.
She would be so good. Oh.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Well-
continue.
So Leatherface is also emotionally dependent on the rest of his families and just this is getting too close to home. So desperate for approval.
Poor Leatherface.
Poor Leatherface.
Which is who we're talking about right now. Just Leatherface.
Okay, here's the kicker. Because the masks that Leatherface wears, we see multiple of them. There's the one when he's the butcher, there's the one when he's the mother, there's another one.
The mother's my favorite by far.
Oh, it's
So
the best
pretty.
one.
The blue
Mhm.
eyeshadow.
Yes.
The lipstick.
But here's why he does this. Like, he uses the masks because he's so desperate. He is going to perform the role that he believes his family needs.
Yeah.
So at dinner, they need the mom.
They need mom.
I've just killed Brianna. So he dresses up as mom because that's who he thinks is missing from the table.
Sorry. Just choke down that sip of wine. Continue.
So that is, I feel like, what has created Leatherface. And honestly, when you
Yeah.
think about it, yes, he has done more of the murdering and the
Yeah,
bad
but you
behavior in
know.
this movie. But why? So
Can
then
you
we've
blame
got
him?
exactly.
You
And then you've
cannot.
got some other roles. So the cook. I thought originally he was the dad, but I'm not sure if he is.
Yeah, I don't.
I also thought
I
it was
think the
kind of
lines
the
are
dad.
blurred there. I don't
Mhm.
know that.
Right.
Like, yeah, we know.
But either way, he is acting as the very controlling patriarch and leader of the family. What he
Mhm.
says goes. He's going to
Yes.
tell you what to do. He's going to berate you. He's going to belittle you. He's going to make you feel like a piece of shit. But also, you're going to do everything you can to please him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he doesn't do the dirty work because gross.
Right.
Oh yeah, because he even says
Mm-hmm.
like that he won't kill.
Yeah.
But also, family systems theory. Why is he like that?
Mm.
Well, first, let's talk about the hitchhiker.
Okay.
I think
Mhm.
he plays the role of this out of control, rebellious child.
Mm.
He
Mhm.
can't escape the family. They're too intertwined. They're too stuck in their ways. But
Mhm.
also, he's the only one that we see really leave the house.
Venturing out.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the cook was in the gas station, but
no, but even that's like where he's supposed to be.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
I feel like
his-
that's just an
that's his-
extension of,
Right.
yeah.
yes, that's his comfort system too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the role that he plays.
Mhm.
The grandpa.
Oh,
You guys.
the grip.
When he's
He's-
sucking on the finger.
When he was sucking on the finger.
It's too much. I love it.
And I don't
so
know if you
bad.
guys remember the fun fact I told you, but they originally had like a straw or like some sort of pump, but it didn't work.
Yes.
So they just
Mhm.
actually cut her finger. He was actually sucking.
Yes, he was
Yeah.
actually sucking her blood.
No,
You know, they just don't make
poor-
movies like they used to, you
Yeah.
guys. You know?
No, the actor who played Sally, like, man, they really went through it. It was that sounds like a rough movie to film.
Continue with my therapy session.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean this to get so personal.
Anyways, moving on.
So the grandpa, he represents the dying legacy.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
this man, we all thought he was dead the first time we saw him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
His poor health, it is terrifying to this very isolated, self kind of involved family's way of life. Because without him, who are they? They're nothing. They're nobody.
Just give him a glass of water, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Like, he looks thirsty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they're so desperate because him dying represents
They'd fall apart.
their collapsing identity because they are nothing if they are not their family. And if he's gone, their family is not there.
Mhm.
So him dying is them all
Yeah.
going away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're so desperate and do all of this killing.
Mhm.
And then I'll talk about a person who's not there. And that's why I think this family's so messed up.
Mama.
Mhm.
Mom,
Yeah.
there's no female presence.
Mhm.
Our very sweet identified patient is trying his best,
Yes.
but he's no mom.
Leatherface is trying.
With his little apron.
His little Abraham, and he was so happy, and he even talked like in that like high pitched like female voice.
Yeah.
He is trying his, and then when you look at this family through the FST perspective, you're like, oh my gosh, poor Leatherface.
Because he's a victim.
So
No, there's that again. The rewatch you get so much, but like there's that scene where like the other teens, like break in, and he's just like freaking out, like staring out the window, just like face head in like hands, and it was like his day is just not going well.
It was a bad
He's
day. It was a
doing
bad day.
his best.
He is single mom.
Single
Works
mom,
2
works-
jobs.
yes, never stops.
I've never related with a villain more in my life. We're just doing our best.
But no, it's like it's this self-fulfilling kind of like festering bad dynamic. And honestly, again, we're going back to our roots, back to episode 1. F the patriarchy, it's because there's no healthy woman to be like,
Yeah.
guys,
Get your shit together, you guys. Come on.
What if we just don't do any of this?
Yeah, let's not.
there is no
Shall we?
need.
Mm-hmm.
So I think really that's kind of how you should approach the family, the Sawyers,
I love
Yeah.
this.
Leatherface.
I love this analysis.
Poor
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah. And everyone
Everyone's
just say
touching
one nice
one
thing to Brianna.
Yeah. Everybody in the comments section say something nice about Brianna.
Getting Dr. Richard Nygaard on the line.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, so that's my psych of our horror hero. Because really, Leatherface is the hero.
Yeah.
As is Brianna.
He's yes.
Thank you.
We still agree. Not
the villain,
not the villain.
yet the hero.
No, not,
You
no,
know?
not the villain.
No.
Not the
I
villain.
like
No.
that title.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Okay, and then my only other psych, because I know we got to get to a lot of dreams, is talking about, because this is when we first brought up, because I feel like Sally is the final girl.
Yes.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Just got to talk about Sally.
Yeah.
And kind
What
of
a
what.
screamer. I love it.
Yes.
So good.
And one of the things that I noted this time around watching was the way she's just covered in blood is so Carrie-esque
Yes.
Mhm.
vibes. And she's just so unhinged, which
has a
could she
great
not be?
presence about her.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we didn't talk about this in the first one. Not a bra was to
Not
be
a
seen.
bra in sight.
Well, you know.
It was a
in
better
this movie.
time, you know?
That's how it goes.
Yeah, and she definitely, you could tell.
You could tell. There was a lot to be admired, you know?
Yeah.
Human body, it should not be, F the patriarchy.
And just like
Once
her
again.
last scene is one of the most iconic final scenes where she's just in the back of the truck and she's just covered in blood and she's just screaming and she can't breathe. And then the scream kind of slowly turns into a laugh, like a maniacal laugh. And the poor guy driving is like, like, you know, such a good scene.
It's so good. No, her performance in this, again, it sounds like it was just an awful time to film. And like I believe it, man. You could just see it.
Like she jumped out of windows. She had fingers sucked off. She went through a lot.
Yeah.
She jumped out of multiple windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. So I feel like we talked about this in our first one where Leatherface just had to wear the same costume or outfit for like all of filming. And so when we're seeing him just like dancing around with the chainsaw, it's probably just that he was so excited to be done.
Yeah,
filming.
for real.
Probably same for her. She was just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, it's over. We can all go home.
But yeah, so I feel like she is kind of one of the OG final girls. And we then see them in so many horror movies. But let's talk about why they're important. Because again, F the patriarchy. Let's talk about the girls. So I think why people identify with the final girl so much is that after you just watch so much death and especially in this movie, they just treat humans as just meat.
Yeah.
And so you just see all this objectification of just the human bodies. And so you root for you root for her because she's like, you start to then kind of identify with her. It's like if she survives, it's like you surviving.
Yeah.
That trauma.
Totally.
And that like horrific experience. Now, is Sally ever going to be psychologically well again?
No.
Well, you know,
maybe
that's
with
like
some help.
question.
But I mean, you can just see like she is forever psychologically altered. I mean, there's just going to have to be some dissociation, especially that you see that at the end. That's why the laughing and then the crying, because she just can't even connect her brain to reality at that moment. Just nervous system overload. Like she was running through the forest with a chainsaw after her.
Right.
Yeah. She watched her friends. She saw her dead friends.
Yeah. All of them.
An old man sucked her blood. She got hammered over a bucket. Like
a lot happening.
There's too much to
how do you
break
even?
down there.
You don't. You do not. That's how you don't.
So just very, very traumatic. It's going to be very like fragmented for her. I feel like she's got a lot of work to do.
Absolutely.
But why do you think she is the one that survived? Like, what was different about her than the others?
That's a good question, actually.
I mean, she seemed to be the most logical. There were many decision moments where you could have done this or that. And she seemed to be the logical one that was like, this is what we should do.
I agree. I think that she also showed us like in scenes in the van and then in other times where she was a little bit more observant and like self-aware. Like she was aware of what was going on.
Totally.
Yeah.
I also think she was adaptable under stress. That's not saying the others weren't, but she was able to like, can you imagine? No, you probably can't. But like you're in this crazy family where this corpse sucks on your finger and then hammers you over a bucket. And then you still are able to be like, oh, wait, I have a second of being free. I'm going to yeet myself out the window and go.
Right.
No. Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people would just shut down. Just be like, okay, we're done here.
Absolutely. But so she had that, she was able to like kind of adapt her behavior. And this is kind of a horror movie trope. Speaking of final girls, they always talk about like in Scream, as soon as you have sex, then you're going to be killed.
Yes.
Oh, that's a big one for sure.
That is a big one.
But why is that?
Maybe it like you're distracted.
Oh,
thinking
okay.
how you should be, you know.
Okay.
Your thoughts are elsewhere.
Yes, I can see that.
That is fair, especially in movies.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I think also maybe those who, in the face of being hunted by like killers, instead of just like, you know, impulsively being like, yeah, I'm horny, let's have sex, they are more emotionally mature.
Yes.
And they're more like restricted. They're not as impulsive.
There is
Like-
also like the patriarchal concept of like the virgin that I think
Yes.
also plays a part, where it's like, oh, you're more pure
Mhm.
Yeah.
fucking
For sure.
men, you know?
Right. But I think I'm going to take the matriarchal view, and I'm going to say, no, she survived because she was not as impulsive. She was like, because the first people that died, it was what? Pam and
It was the couple.
Who knows their names?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Mhm.
yeah, it was Pam and
And they were like the silliest. They were the most like flagrantly like,
Oh, like
So they're,
literally frolicking away.
Right.
exactly. So they're going to frolic away and they're going to go swimming, but really they probably were just going to go have sex.
Absolutely.
So they do that. They show this impulsive behavior, and then they are the first to die.
Right.
Mhm.
Versus contrast that with Sally, who even at the height of they had been missing for a while, and then Jerry had been missing, and she snapped at Franklin, and she even said, she's like, I'm sorry, Franklin, I'm just really tired.
Yes.
Like, she could even recognize her own
Emotional maturity. Right.
Exactly. So because she showed that, I think that's why she was the only one that could have been the final girl.
No, I
Yeah.
get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, just like a little bit more reserved and not as like impulsive as the rest of them.
Mhm.
So that's my psychology on the final girl.
Ah, beautiful.
That's a good one to do.
That's
for
a
this
good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just, it's
Yeah.
one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a
thing.
big trope. Like,
It
love
is.
it.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think the moral of the story,
All right.
Leatherface is not the villain,
Yes.
and go matriarchy.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do real quick.
Mhm.
We're going to discuss it ourselves. And then fans, we're going to ask you to vote. But out of the three of us, who is the final girl?
Oh my
So
God.
fans, out of me, Laura, and Yvette, we're going to use this soundbite to vote for who you think. But who do we think
Is the final girl
is the final girl?
Who's willing to jump out of a window twice?
me?
I have a really high pain tolerance, so I think I would be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say it can't be Laura because she'll be one of the ones that goes and have sex first.
Laura
Probably.
first to go.
Laura's the first to go. She's gonna be down by the lake hooking up.
Well, yeah, that's probably true. So it's not going to be me. I also just feel like maybe, like, yeah, Bran, you have a high tolerance, but I also feel like you
that's
probably
the
just be like,
smartest.
yeah, I'm not going to fight.
No, I won't. You guys,
Just
I
kill
swear to
me.
God, I will lay down. I will be like, thank God, we're done. I don't think that I have that in me. I think it's Yvette because I think
I
she's
think so
the
too.
smartest.
Okay, but I think that Laura's the first still,
Yes.
and
I
then
still thought Brianna would be the first.
No,
No.
I've got enough in me, you know. Sorry, it's true.
it's
And
not in
we're-
a bad way.
And
know?
we're gonna
It's just-
send the vote out before we air this.
That's
the
so
fans will not
rude.
be,
I
pushing it.
was thinking I was the contender for the final girl. not the
No,
first to
sorry,
go.
no, you're not.
No, we mean it in a good way. You know, it's like
You're
like
so
Scream.
pretty. There's
to
no
survive.
way.
No,
No.
yeah. See, it's like Scream, and you get Drew Barrymore for this first 10
You're the
minutes,
Drew Barrymore
and
here.
it's like she's a star. You know,
Don't
try to
Like, that's
flatter
the
me.
shock factor.
No, but it's the truth. It is.
All right, I'll accept it. That's probably why I'm
Well,
not the
she
final
doesn't
girl.
like this. She hates this.
But
All
see,
right.
you did. You accepted it. So
Yeah, I did. All right.
yeah,
Fair.
I'll go to that.
Fair.
Okay.
Oh
All right,
man,
we'll
good
see
luck
what
to
the
me
fans
then.
say.
Yeah, who do you, but Yvette is going to just freak out over a spider.
That's
One
true.
spider.
Survive.
As long as
One
it's not a
spider in 'em.
spider-based horror movie situation.
There were spiders in this one.
There were, yeah, one spider and like, I don't know, I guess out the window.
Yeah,
would be
that's
my
true.
approach. So just add one more window to this
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
I guess in this specific movie, I think maybe Brianna would be the final girl.
Yeah.
Just because I relate so much. I would, you know, it would
would
be the
talk to a
kind
lot
of
of
thing
people.
where, like, have you seen those reels where she's like, yeah, you know, the serial killer is chasing me, but I'm an empath. So I ask about his childhood. It would be like that. Like, I would survive because I would befriend him. And we'd be like, let's go call my therapist together. And we would.
Yeah.
And it
No,
would be
I think in
cool.
this one I think Brianna. I
You'd
think
be
the
like-
spiders would be enough, and the creepy
Yeah.
house, like step
Mhm.
number 1 would be kind of enough for me.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would just flood it up way too fast.
Absolutely.
All right, so this one we're gonna go me out
Okay.
first, then Laura
Then
running to
Laura.
the frolicking out, and then Brianna.
I like this.
Final girl.
Okay.
For this one.
I like
It
that.
depends on the movie.
Yeah, it
It
really
does depend on the
really
movie
does.
ending.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It really does.
absolutely. Love it. It's great.
All right. Well, we decided to do something different this time. So we're going to talk about dreams, you guys. We asked a lot of our fans to send in their dreams, and our Not So Dr. Lara has analyzed them for your viewing and listening pleasure.
I'm so
And
excited for
there
this.
are some good dreams here.
I feel like we need a dream sound. A dream,
Yes.
like-
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I don't know what that was.
And you know, if we do this and you're like, wow, I should have sent them a dream, then I don't know, just send it to us anyway. And
Do it.
maybe
No, do
we'll
it
just
anyway.
this again.
We will
I will
always do it.
totally do it again.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
All right. First dream. This dream comes from M. We're just going to use letters. And if you send us your dream and you're like, want us to use your name or whatever, you can just tell us. But we didn't do that this time. So we're just going to do letters. So here's the message from M. I can almost never remember my dreams, but a few years ago, I had this dream that was so vivid and so funny that I immediately told people about it and remembered it to this day. In this dream, some world-ending apocalyptic event happened that ended all human civilization. But the twist is that this event turned all humans into rats. So I and like my whole family were all turned into rat versions of themselves. And we all looked like ourselves, like we were rats. Same hairstyle, facial features, etc. We were all living in this giant, half-destroyed concrete and steel skyscraper that had been reclaimed by nature and vegetation. Think like Planet of the Apes. And because all previous humans were new to being rats, we were all going through rat school. So the OG rats were teaching us new rats how to rat correctly. So we were all in rat school, and the class for the day was rat interior decorating. Apparently, rats are very particular about how they decorate their spaces. This particular lesson was about vases. And the rat teacher was really drilling us about the difference between vases for containment, intended to hold objects like flowers or something like that, and vases for display, which should never be used to hold other objects and are purely meant to stand on their own as decorative pieces. We had to correctly categorize like a dozen vases, and we were all working in this like college science lab to figure out which category each vase belonged to. But we were all pretty happy about it, even though rat school was quite rigorous. But we were all actually kind of happy to have like become rats.
Oh.
I love this
I
dream
love this
so
dream
much.
so much. It's like a happy post-apocalyptic. Everyone's a rat.
I love this dream so much, and I am familiar with M, and so I'm curious about where they were at this point in their life.
Mm-hmm.
So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what some individual things in this dream could represent, and then I'm going to pull it all together.
Okay. I'm so excited.
Rats can symbolize betrayal, criticism, and desertion.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from my dream book. Many of these are from my dream book.
Mm-hmm.
School is if you're dreaming that you're in school, it's usually a sign that you need some new intellectual challenges. The building in this case, because I feel like it's kind of like this industrial factory building, it represents your work, your employment. The vases, especially since they're different, that's representing either your personality traits and or your emotions. And the happiness that like we're all in this together, that we look the same, we're still ourselves, but we've all just like morphed together, that represents resilience despite change. So here's what I think is going on in M's situation. And this is why I'm curious where M was at with their job situation in life at this time. This is what's going on with him. You are contemplating a job change, but you wonder if this is going to be seen as a betrayal. Even though you're worried that that's how it's going to be seen, like you're deserting, you're betraying, it's needed because you are craving intellectual challenges that you are not currently getting at your job, which currently, and this is kind of what we get from the building, your current job is distancing you from your natural self. That's why, like, after you've left it, the vegetation is kind of seeping into the building. So you're debating between following your emotions of like being worried and like thinking that it's a bad thing to leave your job and being scared, or following your personality traits of desiring success and fulfillment in your career. But there's a positive spin on this dream that you feel confident and supported by your family and friends that are going to remain with you through this big change. And with them, rats can also represent being resilient. So with them, you are going to be resilient no matter what.
That's so sweet.
I love that.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with M's dream.
Oh,
I love this dream so much.
Yeah. It's such a good dream. And I feel like it seems like kind of random, but then when you like put the individual parts.
No, yeah.
And this is like, there's another M who submits another dream. And I feel like their dream, again, I kind of want to know what was going on in their world at the time, because I think it makes a big difference. But without knowing the context, that's what I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. I love that.
I
love dream analysis.
Me too. Should we do the other M?
So let's do other M.
Let's do other M's. Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah, this is a good one, I think, too.
Okay, and I have to say, I have not read these because I didn't go and look. So this is live time, you guys. Here we go. All right, so from M, the other M. I used to have this recurring dream when I was younger that I was wandering around an abandoned water park. Think Six Flags type of vibe. I would be looking around with my dad, and usually it would start out that we would go to the very top of the water slide and slowly crawl down the slide since no water was running at this time. We'd see your typical abandoned water park sites, dead grass and saw strewn about, candy and chip wrappers floating through the air. We'd look around for a while and eventually hear the popping and zapping of electricity coming from a dark, rundown shed. Curious and concerned about the source of the noise, we'd creep closer to the sound. The closer we got, we started to see the purple hue of lightning outlining the cracks of the door to the shed and voices vehemently arguing back and forth. Slinking around the back, we'd look through a hole in the back and see 3 large cyclops standing around a table, holding down a child and pointing a cone device toward their face. Whoa! They were pressing a button and shooting a purple ray of energy into their face. Once the smoke cleared from the shed, they'd let go of the child to stand up from the table, and when they turned around, they would be a cyclops. They'd lead the child away to a separate room where we could hear more children who had been turned. My dream would always end with my dad and I trying to go and free the children who had been turned. He would get captured and I'd escape, and I'd always snuck back to try and free him and have to watch as he got turned into a cyclops before I could intervene. Oh, damn. That's an amazing dream. Okay.
M and M, they both really create a story. Like, I see these dreams.
I did too.
I do too.
Like, like liminal space. I saw the water park one in that sort of vibe.
Yes.
No, especially both of them really just are they authors? Like, this is what I wonder.
Storytellers.
Like, they're so well written.
Are they writing a book? Like, what's going on? It's amazing. Okay, so this one, again, I kind of want to know what was going on in their life, but let's just talk about it as though I don't. Okay,
well, maybe if other people do send us streams, and you maybe send a stream first and then do like a separate message of like, here's some things that were happening.
Right.
You could always try to do both.
Right. All right, so the individual pieces. The color purple, because we talk about color psychology all the time. Purple can represent authority, majesty, the law. But a lot of times when you're dreaming about purple, there's a question on, should you be more humble in this situation, or should you develop more self-confidence? And if you're dreaming about your dad, that might be that you're dreaming about authority or traits that you inherit from your parents. Cyclops / monster. What's really interesting about this one, and we'll get to this after I kind of do the analysis, you should turn and face your monster. We maybe have talked about this before.
Oh.
Not only should you turn and face your monster, but on page 33, I didn't even realize, I've read this book or looked at this book so many times. It's not just like topics and then they'll tell you what they could mean. There's strategies for confronting your dream and changing it. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what this other M should have done or should do now if this dream comes back. Okay. So a water park. Is kind of like a fair. The fair was kind of what was in my dream book. That can indicate that there's possibilities in life that you're facing. Since this is a water park specifically, we've talked about water represents emotions. So like these emotional possibilities that you're facing. A lightning zap. This can either mean that there's an emotional problem you're having in waking life, or there's a sudden revelation. Trash is about rejection and worthlessness. If you dream about an argument, this is probably about a dispute or a difficult decision you're having in real life. But what's important to remember is who won. So like in this M's dream, it seems kind of like the Cyclopses win. The monsters
sounds
win.
like it.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I actually feel a lot of hope from this dream, even though it doesn't seem it at first. But if you dream about escape, this is either about relief or sadness. So maybe this is that a phase in your life is now over, but what's your reaction to it? The slide in the water park, this is kind of showing that something that was once fun in your life has lost some joy. And a Cyclops, specifically, it's a monster with narrowed vision. Because there's only one eye.
Right.
I love that these are in the dream book.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, that one I came up with. The Cyclops one. The monster in general, about facing it, that's from the book. With the Cyclops, I'm just thinking like, okay, your vision.
No, that's a very reasonable deduction.
So this dream is about growing up. At the time that this dream was happening, this M, the dad was their protector. But they need to develop more confidence in their ability to handle things independently. So the good news is they have inherited traits from their dad, so they're going to be okay. Even though it's scary, they're going to be okay. It's emotional, but M has realized subconsciously that they have the skills to develop this independence and to do it on their own. They can overcome the worries of thinking that they're worthless and rejected, the trash. While they're feeling sad about the loss of some of these childhood joys and innocence, these monsters with this narrow vision that adulthood is all bad and that they can't handle it, their dad has given them the skills to overcome that, and they're going to be able to confront that and overcome it. This is what the stream means.
Interesting.
It's actually kind of positive. Yeah,
it's a very positive.
It
seems sad.
Hopeful. Yeah.
It is. Well, and it's sad because, and there's another dream that got submitted that seems a little sad because it does happen like during childhood, and it's about this change. But also it is really positive because change is sad. It's hard to like cope with, but at the same time, it can actually end up being really positive, and M's going to be okay.
Yeah, I like this.
Their dad has given them what they want.
Very helpful.
Okay. This is not going to take long. Can I talk about the strategy for confronting a monster in a dream?
They said it was recurring, so I don't know if
recurring.
It's still,
So if it's still happening, here's the deal. If you dream of a monster, you need to confront it in your dream and ask it what it is trying to tell you. Because monsters,
that's scary.
I don't know if I want to know.
But here's the thing. They're actually not scary. Usually it's like telling you to correct like a path you're on, or actually even confirming what you're doing. It seems scary, but again, kind of like these dreams, they seem bad, but really confront it. So you should ask your dreams for help in this situation if there's a recurring monster, and you can ask them to explain themselves. It sounds strange and ridiculous, but remember, you are the source of your dreams. And there's no reason why you shouldn't remind yourself that the messages your dreams are giving are too abstract. Like, you need it to be more concrete. So what you can do is you can, before you go to sleep, you've had the dream the night before, the next night you go to sleep and remind yourself that was too abstract. That was too vague. You need to be more specific this time and tell me what I actually need to do. You can try that. Or, so I'm just going to read from the dream, because this is another classical way of asking a dream what it means. And it came from Dr. Frederick Pearls, the distinguished Gestalt psychotherapist. It's called the 2-chair method. So you're going to put up 2 chairs, and you're going to sit in one chair, and you're going to ask, they're opposite each other. You sit in one, and you imagine that your dream is sitting in the other chair. And then you ask your dream, why can I not understand you? Why are you being so vague? Help me understand what's going on. And then you go and you move into the other chair and you answer yourself.
Oh.
And whatever comes up is what comes up. Because it all comes from you.
That's true.
Right.
Now, even if that doesn't work, do that like maybe before you go to sleep. And then maybe move back and forth between the 2 chairs until you finally come up with an answer.
Interesting.
Because maybe deep down on some level, you know what's going on.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm excited to hear more of how to confront the dream.
I know.
Now that there's a whole other section of this book.
Me too.
So I would love to hear, and we could even do this privately, like respond to both M's and see based off of what I said, what was happening in their life. Did it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. That'd be
totally.
Good. Maybe you could even add like some little like intermission music.
Yes, absolutely.
Or something. We could
like
do like
elevator music.
Yeah, like a tiny intermission section.
All right, friends, we are back in slightly different clothing because we drank a little bit too much of what we were sipping on. And this is our next day continuation. So speaking of which, Yvette, why don't you tell us what we're sipping on?
Yes, because we forgot to do that earlier. The 100th episode had to be special. We had to split it into 2. We had to do something different. So
we also have to do what we always do, which is forget to talk about what we're sipping on.
Yes. So I think this was, Laura, maybe your idea for what we're sipping on, to go back to what we drank during episode 1, but do like a slightly improved version of it.
Yeah.
So we're having some ranch water again, but I found one that was called the Sunset Citrus ranch water. So, because I feel like normally ranch water, they make it with like a white tequila, so it's like clear when you drink it. But this one you do with like a reposado. So it's like the dark tequila.
Yeah, and I like that.
Right. So you do that. still fresh lime juice, still sparkling water, 2 splashes of orange bitters, and then garnished with an orange slice and black peppercorn. So it's like a little spicier, a little warmer version of a ranch water.
So good. And I bet it's so pretty.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds delightful.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm into it.
All right. Well, we will continue with the dreams. The dream analysis.
I'm loving these dreams, actually.
Me too.
I hope people keep sending them because this is really fun.
I know. We should do like every once in a while a little dream segment. So at any point in time, sippers, send us a dream. If you have a weird one or a notable one, send it in. We'll get to it at some point.
All right. Who wants to read Elle's dream? Are we saying who it is? Or
this one's my dream.
Okay. I didn't know.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
Yes, you can absolutely say because I am going to need to talk about the experience of this dream. So weird.
Laura was at this big family reunion / get together type thing at this giant chaotic house. There are a ton of people and animals everywhere inside and outside of the house. She had to pee, so she went into the bathroom that had 2 doors, one to the hall and one to the bedroom that then also has a door to the hall. So there's multiple doors to get to
so it's like you can get into the bathroom through multiple doors, either from the bedroom or from the hallway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like one of those like dual. Okay. Yes. Okay. She goes into the bathroom to try to pee, and shuts the door to the hall, but forgets to shut the door to the bedroom. The door to the hall has a large gap at the bottom, but also a jaggedy triangle-shaped hole at the bottom where you can kind of see out. As she started to pee, this giant horned sheep comes in through the bedroom. It wants to snuggle, so it's pushing the crown of its head into her almost like a cat does to show affection, but it's huge and heavy. So she's laughing and trying fruitlessly to push the sheep away with her hands and saying, "Sheep, go away." And as this is happening, she sees the snoot of a big, hairy, black farm pig under the triangle hole of the hall door. It's almost busting through the door because it's giant. While she's looking at the pig, she starts to giggle because she hadn't realized that there had been a tiny kitten hiding behind the toilet. It's trying to play and attack her foot with its tiny paws, but it really tickles. And so she's laughing at the chaos or trying to pee, surrounded by all of these farm animals.
Amazing.
Wow.
It was such a strange dream, but
that
it was
is a wild ride.
Yeah.
It was so weird. And then I was wondering, well, first of all, sometimes I have to pee in my dream and then I wake up because I have to pee. And then I was wondering, was a cat like playing with my foot or laying on my head or hands or something? Maybe something like that was going on.
Yeah.
But it was a very just detailed, vivid dream. But I woke up like happy about it.
It's also stressful though. The 2 door, like, I mean, the stress of being in a bathroom and like, oh God, the door, you know?
Yes. Okay. So I'll analyze my own dream.
Okay. Here we go.
Excited.
So when you dream about a home, this wasn't my home, but it kind of had bits and pieces of homes I've lived with in the past. That can be about emotional or financial security. It can also be about having nostalgia for the past, which can teach you how to relate to your current or future life. Doors in dreams are usually giving you advice. So they're either like telling you like you're shutting something out that you shouldn't be, or it's a warning that you should be shutting something out. Sheep, and we've talked about this before actually, because there was some other dream. I think it was maybe Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a dream with the sheep in it?
I think so.
Friday the 13th.
I think
we've definitely talked about it.
It was one of those. Yeah.
But so we have talked about that before. So a sheep represents blind obedience. A pig is symbolizing bad behavior and indulgences. A kitten can be representing inexperience, prettiness, and skittishness. which I don't think those things necessarily go together, but that's what it says.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I
It's
feel
a
like sheep are
combo of all of
skittish,
those.
right? That feels right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know many sheep personally, but you know.
Seem like they would be. Yeah.
So, okay, this dream, it's funny because it seems more lighthearted, but I think it's a little bit more serious, whereas the other dreams that seemed more serious actually have a positive message, the ones that we've done so far. So I think this dream is about emotional boundaries and the difficulty I have with finding privacy or authenticity, especially with overwhelming family dynamics or social dynamics. So I think, parts from my childhood maybe have made it that I have a hard time setting boundaries. So a bathroom, this is a place of vulnerability and release. This was not in my dream book, so this one I just kind of made up and found online. So that, because the bathroom is this place of vulnerability and release, that's what's showing that I have not set up strong or consistent enough boundaries, because the fact that the doors are, one is just totally open and then one is closed, but still susceptible to things coming in. So I feel pushed to conform and follow blind obedience when I'm just trying to live and relax. But also I have a tendency to indulge in things. Speaking of sipping, but that can be a destructive impulse that threatens my happiness, especially because of my weak boundaries.
Oh.
But my innocent and inexperienced child side is still trying to let itself out and bring joy to my life despite the chaos that's trying to, that I'm just currently living in. So I'm caught between external expectations, a tendency to overindulge, and my own vulnerable inner self. And so I'm trying to find my identity when life expectations of others keep kind of barging in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which,
it's just so cute. It's so cute. I love it.
Cute. But it's so me. Like when I think about it, it really does explain kind of sometimes some things that I struggle with and have to try to find a balance in life about. So I thought it was actually, it wouldn't have been what I guessed it would have been about, but it makes sense.
No, I feel like that's what's so funny. That they're just interesting with the dream analysis. It's normally it's not actually that obvious what it means.
Exactly.
But whenever you do it, it's oh, of course that makes perfect sense. It always makes sense. But it's no, I had no idea that that's what all the farm animals would mean for this dream.
And I'm kind of who decides where does this data come in from? I'm fascinated.
Right. Yeah. Because I want to know, what I should do one time is I should get, especially because we've talked about how old this book is, I should get a different one and then compare. Because a lot of times, if there's something not in the dream, or if I kind of want a second opinion, if I Google or look up what it means in a dream, sometimes it's not at all matching.
Interesting.
So I bet it changes depending on the author of the book.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay,
I mean, honestly, that makes sense.
We need to get you a second book.
Yes,
yes,
I do. I do need a new book.
Okay, this dream is from Kay. All they wrote was, old principal surprised new principal with a visit from Travis Kelsey, and she wanted to puke. This is my favorite.
So I love that we didn't read these before. I love just getting to react to them.
I haven't read any of them.
Yes.
And so I should clarify that Kay works in a school system. So when they're referring to old principal surprise their new principal, they're talking about basically their bosses.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
My analysis is F the Chiefs.
That seems like a good analysis.
That's it. That's all it is. I'm Bill's fan. Screw the Chiefs.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, so the next one is from Kay's hubby. All it says is, crawling through air duct vents, and at the end was a pile of bones.
That's a spooky dream, actually. That's a spooky dream.
Yeah. So bones can suggest there are changes in your life that need to be made. And I think that being in air duct vents, they're so small and contained that I think this is kind of representing being trapped. And that is about having psychological constraints.
Oh.
So here's my advice for Kay's husband. There are changes that need to be made in your life, but you are struggling to accept them due to some psychological patterns and hangups in your past. So you're making small steps. That's why you're crawling, but you need to get past. You need to. Oh, but you feel that your past ways of thinking are preventing you from making the true change that you want. So you're going to have to overcome some of that.
I like that.
Yeah, that is just a spooky dream.
It is.
It is a spooky dream.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I think a few of these have been recurring ones. So I think Kay's husband's was a recurring one, and then the next dream is also a recurring one.
Nice.
Ooh. Wait, do you have what they should do?
Oh, I didn't look that part up.
Now that we know there's a whole other section of the book, since these are shorter dreams.
You're right.
Do we have?
Yeah, ww's their advice?
Let's see if recurring dreams is in here. Hold on.
Okay, yes.
You can put on your little thinking music. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, let's hear.
So if you have a dream that you just really stuck with you, or one that's recurring and you would like to figure out what's going on with it or get it to stop, especially if it's a disturbing one, there's a few steps that you can take. The biggest one is to record your dream, to write it down.
Okay. I was like, how do you do that?
I know, right? Film your dream.
Oh my God.
No. Record it like
one day
notes.
the technology will exist.
I bet it will.
I believe it.
Honestly. That would be so cool, getting to like see people's dreams.
But also like horrifying, because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to remember.
No, that's fair.
dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason we forget most of them,
Right? Totally. I mean, there is a reason our brains are designed to have us forget, because otherwise we would get confused about reality and stuff like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
So to try to analyze your own dream, the suggestion of this book is to have a dream diary. And so when you wake up and when you first have the dream, just take emotions out of it, but just write down every detail about the dream that you can on the left-hand side of a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then write down not just what you see, but also how you felt about certain things, if those come up, and then also what the things were doing. So, not just like individual symbols, but like what action are they taking? How are they moving? What's going on? So then once you have your kind of dream diary in front of you and you read it through the left-hand side, try to get in as a relaxed state as you can. And on the right-hand side, write down what comes up. You could write down your emotion now thinking of it. You could write down what you suspect it might be about. Or you could write down what the individual components based off of like a book like this mean, and then what your feelings and thoughts are about that.
Oh.
But it's important to know that the dream came from your brain. So even if it doesn't feel like you, or you don't understand it, just reassure yourself that somewhere in you is an understanding of what this dream means. So you just got to give it time.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying that a lot of times, like, you'll go to do this and nothing will come up and you'll just end up with a blank piece of paper, and that's okay. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you want to write down what feelings come up for you as you do this. And just like what you think it could be about, and then see if that changes the dream going forward, because it might.
Yeah.
So that's maybe a suggestion.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. I mean, that seems solid.
Yeah.
Because we also have the other suggestion that came up, which might be a good thing to recommend to our next dream that's coming up. But if you're dreaming about specifically monsters, and this could be, like devils, animals, actual, like, monsters, bad guys, confront it. Mm-hmm. Confront it and ask it what it wants.
All right, well, should we go to the next one?
Yes.
Okay, this is also a short one. This is from S, who had a dream about swimming in murky water with sharks.
The
How do
murky
you-
water is an interesting touch.
Right?
Mm.
Yes.
And Laura, how do you talk to a shark in your dream?
You know, I think you just speak your native language and see what happens.
Your mind will just figure it out.
Yeah, or just, like pantomime things like what? Okay, so water we've talked about is a sign of or relating to your emotions. The fact that this is murky water, I think, is telling us that their emotions are not really clear about this. They're confusing, or maybe they even have mixed emotions. Sharks can be about looming social threats.
Ooh.
So I think that S is kind of worried about maybe being, and especially the fact that S is swimming. They're not like in a boat, but they're the ones that are kind of like swimming out in the water, which is a very vulnerable position. So I think that S has some conflicting emotions about being vulnerable in social settings. I think maybe they want to do it and they like to do it, but sometimes they maybe feel that they need to protect themselves or feel like there's some threats to doing that. So they have a little bit of mixed feelings about it and are just feeling a little uncertain in social situations.
Yeah. That's a good read on it.
Interesting.
And so she should talk to the shark.
I think she should ask the sharks.
Dream.
Dear shark.
Yeah.
Dear
You'll figure
shark.
it out in your dream.
What do you want, shark?
Why are we
want
doing
from you?
this? Why are we in these waters?
Yet again, here we meet.
Yep.
Okay, does the next person want to be identified or no?
I think the next person is fine being identified
Okay.
because we've talked about this person on our podcast multiple times.
All right. So this next dream is from Liz, our biggest fan. She, in this dream, was staying at Laura's house, but it wasn't her house. It was a mini mall we took over. Laura was going to get a baby pig from a drug dealer. I parked the car badly because she was drunk, so I had to go repark it and left Laura's husband with the drug dealer / pig seller. The pig was in my room with AstroTurf. Someone walked into her room thinking it was a bookstore since it used to be a mall, and I said, get out.
What a dream.
So yeah, quite a story. And again, I just have this visual.
You guys, we just have
Yeah.
a lot of pigs in our dreams.
Oh,
this
yeah,
week. I love it.
another pig.
Isn't that interesting? So
Yeah.
this was submitted by my friend. That's why they're referencing my house. And the fact that my friend and I both had dreams of pigs. It's very interesting. I wonder almost because she told me that she told me this dream when it first happened. I wonder if maybe that was somewhere in my brain. That's why I then dreamed of a pig.
Oh, it's
Maybe.
like subconsciously. you were
Because
thinking
in
about
this dream, it's a baby pig. But then in my dream, it was a big grown pig.
Oh, the pig is aged over time because her dream was in the past. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
all
this.
connected.
Okay, so we've
love this.
so dreaming about your home kind of becoming a mall. This I think is showing that your inner life has become public and chaotic and or chaotic. As we mentioned from my dream, a pig represents bad behavior and indulgence. Specifically, if it's a baby pig, it could be about messy affection.
Oh.
AstroTurf is kind of giving vibes for me that nature is fake. Like it's not natural.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love the detail of, and there was AstroTurf in the room.
The details are what matters here.
Yeah.
Well, this friend also knows how much my husband and I, because he's also in this dream, how much we really just hate having a lawn in Utah because we live in a desert and it takes so much water and so much work. And if it didn't look so tacky, we would like totally just do AstroTurf.
She was just picturing it for you guys.
Yeah. So the drug dealer pig seller is an interesting one.
Now, Does she remember, like, was it that they dealt drugs and pigs, or just pigs but gave drug dealer energy? Like, I want more background on this character.
I think from how it was explained to me that, it was a drug dealer, and for some reason they were selling a baby pig.
Oh, yeah.
Like one does.
Yeah, it makes sense. Diversify.
And then she explains too in the dream that this pig is very cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this is probably about something innocent and good emerging from something dangerous or transgressive.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
The drunk parking and leaving Jade. People know his name. I was like, oh, I said a name. Okay, sorry. The drunk parking and leaving my husband.
Well, that's just historically accurate, probably.
It's just a memory.
It's just a memory, I think.
I mean, she doesn't park drunk, so, but yes.
Oh, no, I thought she was saying you were drunk.
No, she was saying
Oh, got it.
She was drunk and parked a car so badly that I had to leave. I had to leave to go repark her car, and so my husband was left alone with the drug dealer pig seller.
See, I think we were thinking that, like, you got drunk and made her park poorly, so she go back,
Yeah. So I think that is indicating that my friend wants to be irresponsible, but worries that it risks hurting those that she loves. Like, I've got to leave my husband. He's got to be stuck in a room with a drug dealing or a pig dealing drug seller.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And then a mall can indicate wish fulfillment.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I like that.
I'm going to put this all into the context of our podcast.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There we go.
This person is our biggest fan. Mm-hmm. So she is worried about how popular Spooky Sips is getting.
Oh my God.
Her fear is that this the love and affection from our fans might be messy and inauthentic.
Mm-hmm.
And that like our private lives are becoming public. So despite this fear, though, she believes that good will eventually be the result of our podcast endeavors. Yes. Even if the unfamiliar nature of it is scary at first.
The price of fame, we're experiencing it.
Mm-hmm. And then personally, she feels that she is just in her own life being irresponsible right now, and that risks hurting those she loves. But she remains hopeful that our friend group, all of us, our dreams and wishes for the future will be fulfilled.
Interesting.
So in this case, we are the tiny, adorable little pig?
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
You guys.
I love that.
That's so cute, Liz.
So that's what I think that's about.
So sweet. Love this for us.
How do we make this about us, actually?
Yeah, how do we make this about us?
Okay, I can read the next one. I think we're almost done. Okay. The next one is from G. Okay. So when I was in 8th grade and my family and I were in Italy for vacation, we were at an Airbnb. And that night, when I went to bed, I dreamt that there was a zombie apocalypse at my elementary school, and I had to team up with Batman and Robin to fight them. Then we were part of the resistance. Batman died, and then I woke up in a small Airbnb bed. It was crazy.
That is crazy.
That is a wild one.
I am loving these dreams so much.
You guys
all so different.
No, I love
unique.
them so
I
much.
love it.
Mm-hmm. So, as the dream book kind of mentions, it's important to not just think about the individual components of the dream. Think about when they happened and how the person felt about them. Mm-hmm. So, what sticks out to me about this is that G was in the 8th grade. Mm-hmm. And that is a time of a lot of change.
Oh,
you are 8th grade is like 7th, 8th grade, middle school. It's exactly right when you're not an adult yet, but you're not a kid anymore. You're kind of in this
limbo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that G is worried that their childhood is over at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And that they know they need to take on a new adult identity and grow up. They are resisting that, but ultimately they, like within this dream, even though they've resisted it in the past, they ultimately decide that they're going to accept this new part of their life, this new step in their life. And that's why Batman, which is this symbol of an adult hero, that's why he dies. So that G can take over that role of being the adult hero in their own life.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. You can be your own adult hero.
Mm-hmm. So
I like that.
Again, it seems sad that Batman dies, but I really think that's so because G is realizing, you know what? It's okay that I'm growing up and I'm ready. Like I've resisted it for a while, but I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. No, I love how many of these dreams like seem like sad or spooky or like, and then like when you go through them and it's like, wait, actually, yeah, this is really hopeful or like really positive or like,
Yes.
So fun.
All right. I think this is our last one.
Last one.
All right. This one is from L. Okay. So my dream. I had a dream where I thought I woke up and then I saw my window and then I tried to move my eyes, but I couldn't. So I closed my eyes and then opened them again. And it was like I could also see, in quotes, the same window, but still couldn't move my eyes. So I just fell asleep again. And then I woke up again. And then I could finally move my eyes. Essentially, I couldn't move my eyes. I thought I was awake.
So this dream kind of makes me think of the dream paralysis dreams that we've talked about that I've had.
Because I've had them. That sounds exactly like it.
Because it's basically like L is kind of awake, but also not awake.
Totally.
Which is a really interesting because paralysis is also a thing that's talked about specifically in the dream book. Not like you're dreaming that you're paralyzed, but you have the sleep paralysis. And if you have something like that, this is a surprise to me, it is telling you that an area of your life has come to a standstill.
Interesting.
And then windows in dreams, which is so interesting that Elle's dream was about both eyes and windows that are like closed and not moving. So the windows represent your eyes. Like the windows are the eyes in the dream.
Are the eyes to the mind.
Yes. And so if you're dreaming of windows or eyes, that is showing that you need to change your perspective. So I think this dream is telling Elle that there's something in their life that is it's kind of not serving their purpose, serving them anymore. It's not right for them anymore. It's come to this standstill and they have to change how their perspective and how they're thinking of it so that they can move on from it and improve their life.
Oh,
I think essentially is what this dream means.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I had no idea that's what sleep paralysis could mean. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So scary.
Oh, it's the worst feeling.
Oh, it's awful.
I've only experienced it one time and it's the worst thing I've ever experienced.
I realized like for me, a very soft light in the other room helps. So not like a light in the room. But then also I can't have any of the doors open or a little open. If my closet door is cracked open, I am going to have sleep paralysis and there will be someone standing in the door.
Yeah.
So it helps me if I like do those little things, it helps it not happen as much.
Yeah. No, the one time I had it, like I like saw, this like shadow come out of my closet. And so now before I go to bed, I close that closet every night. I'm like, no chance. Not doing that again.
I love it.
Because have we talked about, because I had a recurring sleep paralysis.
We did. Yes,
Mhm.
because
So we've talked about that.
yeah, we did
think
because
so.
it's
Mhm.
fascinating.
Yeah, and it followed me. Like it would be in different places, and so it didn't
So
matter
weird.
if there was light or dark in the room or what was
Right.
there.
Yeah,
It,
that's
like-
just for me that works.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
No, totally. But that's interesting. It changes kind of based off of the person.
you guys,
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we did this. This
I
was so
know.
much fun. And honestly, if you have a dream and you're like, I want you guys to do it, just send it in and we'll include it.
Please
Yeah.
do. I might
No,
not.
we'll just start compiling them and try to do another episode.
Yeah, and then
or
we'll just
something with
draw.
it.
We'll just like do
Mhm.
random ones.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've done enough of them that I
Like
might
you
be
know what you're doing.
willing to
Mhm.
try to just interpret on my own,
Like a live,
like
Ooh.
live.
Yes.
like a fan
Just-
call in.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, like in the old days when you would call in the show.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh my
That.
gosh, yes.
No, or like maybe just like give me like a minute and I'll look up 2 things from the book and then I'll just off the cuff just try to like
Mhm.
say what I think is going on. And it might be
Yeah.
right, it might be wrong.
Yeah. Oh my
But that's
gosh,
the cool thing
yes.
about dreams is they'll show you, even if you think, nah, that's not what it means, that's still helping to
Mhm.
clarify and narrow it down, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, we're going to get back to what we do here for a minute. We are going to rate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know why I keep calling it like the,
I don't,
But-
it seems right though.
right?
It's
The
the-
Texas
the-
Chainsaw
The
Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We have not looked up. Don't do it, Laura. Don't.
No, I was looking up if it's the or if it's just Texas
Oh,
Chainsaw
okay. I was going to
Massacre.
say, we have not looked up our ratings. I'm going to do it
Mhm.
right after this, but we're just rating it on how it was watching it this time. And we're then going to compare it to our first watch.
Oh, yes.
It is the Texas Chainsaw
Oh,
Massacre.
okay. So perfect. I
Okay.
knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
your
thank you.
gut was right. Which, like, I don't know if we talked about, like, incredible title.
Yes.
like,
Mhm.
It is
Amazing.
such a good title.
Ugh.
Like, they nail it. It rolls off the tongue. It's easy to say. You know exactly what the movie's going to be about.
Agreed.
It like sounds like a news headline.
It does.
Like, the props just to the name. A moment for the name.
Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Because the movie is really more about the whole family being awful and murderers, but that's not as
Mhm.
catchy and memorable.
Right. Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah,
And we do get some
Totally.
massacring. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
and a lot
Mhm.
of chainsaw.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just remember, no, wait. Here on Spooky Sips,
Just remember.
you guys, there's so many things to keep track of.
There's a
I
lot.
know
Okay.
this episode's weird. It's throwing us off,
This
man.
episode is we're just doing.
I need more
whatever.
ranch water. Here on Spooky Sips, we don't do stars, we do sips. So for this watch, how many sips do you give TCM out of 5?
Mm.
I'm going to go first. I didn't love it as much. So I don't
Interesting.
remember. But like,
Mhm.
I got to be honest, I think I'm like a 2.75.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Just something about it. Like
I
you
just
weren't
was like, this
feeling
wasn't
it?
that good. Like what? I don't know what I was talking about the first time, but I was like, I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, interesting.
And it just seemed
Yeah.
really long. And
Isn't
it's not. It's less than an hour and
Yeah,
a
I was
half.
gonna say it's like under 90 minutes.
It is under
Like
90
80 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was still like, oh my God. So I don't know. Sorry.
Maybe you just weren't in the
Interesting.
right
Yeah, maybe I just
place
wasn't in
mentally.
the massacre kind of place, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was more about a chainsaw. I wasn't in a chainsaw place.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't agree with you. I think that there are parts of the movie that are a little dated. But also I and like the acting was bad, but I love the villains. I loved just some of like the look of the movie where it just feels so hot and disgusting and miserable, and the running and like it's spooky to me.
Mhm.
It's really scary, and it freaks me out. And I think it's not my favorite style of movie, but I think it's super solid. So, and I did enjoy watching it the second time. So I'm going with a 3.
Okay.
I'm curious if I rated it higher or lower.
Yeah. No, I know. I feel like I also really liked it this time around. Like I
Yeah.
feel like maybe part was like, oh, like I know we talked about this, and like just rewatching it, I was like, oh, like yeah, the hitchhiker. There were all just all these things that I feel like I forgot about that I was like, oh, it's like it's just such a cool like part of this movie. I also feel like for its time, you can see how this movie was an inspiration for a lot of other movies.
Absolutely.
Which I think is kind of fun now, 100 episodes in, to get to watch an older movie and it's like, oh, I see how some other people pulled from this probably.
Absolutely.
Totally.
So yeah, I was thinking, I think higher than both of you. I was thinking a 3.75. It was like not quite a 4 for me, but I like really liked watching it this time around.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, interestingly enough, my original was a 3, so I went down.
Okay.
I bet you were a 3.5, so you went up.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
And Laura, you were a 3.
Okay.
So look, we did the up, down, stay the same.
So wait, is our average the same then?
Yeah,
you
probably.
Down by
because I went down.
Went up by
yes, absolutely. It's the exact same. Well done, ladies.
Hey, we're consistent, actually.
We love mathematical consistency here on Spooky Sips.
That's amazing.
Actually, really surprising.
I love that.
Because I feel like we talk about how our ratings would probably dramatically change it. It's like, well, I guess maybe not. Maybe we are kind of consistent, at least between the three of us.
Yes.
Yeah. When you do our average, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm glad that was our first one, and I'm glad we did it. A revisit.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Yes.
Yeah, it was worth it.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys.
I know, 100 is
the memories.
wild.
I feel like we need a montage reel, you know?
Oh my gosh, yes.
We
I gotta work on
Get
that.
the montage.
We love a montage here on Spooky Sips.
No, and it's so cool to me that some people listen and enjoy, and that
I know
just
we have fans.
Yeah, that blows
that
me
aren't
away.
related to us.
No, yeah, that's the craziest feeling. I'm like, wait, I don't know this. Does anyone know this person?
I know.
Yeah. So thanks to all of our listeners out there.
Yes, thank you to all of you that listen to us. Yeah.
Awesome.
And ramble.
Yes.
On and on.
Yes.
100 episodes later.
Yep.
All right. Well, next time on Spooky Sips, did we decide, are we doing Backrooms and then we're doing Alien?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I knew that. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. So next time on Spooky Sips, we are going to the theaters and we are watching Backrooms. Now, at the time of this recording, it's coming out next week. By the time the episode airs, it will already be out. So many of you will have seen it. But if you haven't, get watching, get sipping, and we'll see you next time on Spooky Sips.
I'm so excited for that one.
I'm so excited.
I know nothing about it, so I'm excited.
Oh, yes. No, I'm so excited.
Happy 100. Thanks, everyone.
Happy 100.
Yay. Bye. Oh, I love it.
Thank you for listening to Spooky Sips. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you're listening. To stay up to date on all the spooky things we're up to, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at SpookySips_podcast. And if you want to help support the podcast, consider buying us a coffee or really a cocktail. We are completely independent, so every little bit goes a long way to keeping our podcast running and improving. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.